Hello and welcome. Yig here. Today we're looking at Gnomes. It actually released like about a week ago, week and a half ago, but unfortunately this was one of the ones that got eaten by the Gmail deciding to filter things randomly. So, this is a tower defense game. We looked at it back when it was a demo, I believe, and it was actually really fun. It just came out in a full version. So, we are going to look at it here today, and I'm going to give you a little piece of advice because there's a little bit of... So, we're going to go in the campaign. Now, there's 2 full pages of like every single. I haven't seen Inquisition, I haven't seen Highlander, I haven't seen any of these guys, but I have seen everybody else at some point. So here's the thing about that's basically kind of right now, that's your meta progression, unlocking these 4 different runs. As near as I can tell, that's pretty much all the meta progression. It's still fun. Like, if you're to play tower defense, I'm guessing this is going to be fun. We're going to take the Rangers here, and we're going to go on to the forest, and I'm going to explain why in just a second. All right, to show you what I was talking about, not what I was talking about, but... Oh, hold on. If you like the gameplay you see here, I should do the whole intro part. If you like the gameplay you see here, there'll be a link to the Steam page in the description if you want to help the channel grow, subscribe, like, comment, all that good stuff. All right, so, still super tired. All right, let's go to this. So this game has what I think is interesting is that you can use both buildings and let's go. We'll go. I for some reason I like to stick 2 houses, one on each side of here. It prevents a lot of people from coming through this way, and that's pretty nice. So your gnomes can also cause them to reroute, and that's one of the and that rerouting stuff is some of the cool stuff I really like about this game. Now we're going to take these first couple turns to get our economy together, and our economy's not going to be super great. Oh, that'll work. Okay, so it costs 9 to build, but it's going to help build itself. All right, so we'll definitely grab that, and we're going to lock that one. There's a little piece of me that would be tempted on this, but we don't need it. Okay, so we're going to be able to do that. We're going to take him. We're going to drop him right here. He's going to get us 4 on that. We're going to go plant something over in our swamp here. Now, this first cave area, the reason that I say, and we'll just go with the regular time on this fight for the moment, and we'll speed it up a little bit later. This area is a little bit, it's not super hard, but the last wave with the first gnomes you get, which are the knife gnomes. This, I think you unlock 2nd or 3rd. I want to say 2nd. No, 3rd. I want to say 3rd. Give me just one moment. I have an alarm going off. All right, I am back. So we got him in place. We do want to go in here. Okay, so we want both of these. So that's going to get locked. All right, so that way we can afford to buy those next turn. And this turn, we're going to spread one more. We're going to put one more in the swamp here. These spread, which is why I bought them. So that one instance of purchasing is in next turn going to fill all those areas. So we only built, it only took us 9, but at this point, the one that cost us 9 is now 5. And next turn, the other ones will have filled this entire area. So for us, this is a super good deal. And it happened early. So if we can add fertilized areas, it's going to be even better. We just took that tree out. So the thing with this one is the boss at the very end has a lot of hit points, and his guards do too. So it can feel really hard to like get ahead in that one. All right, let's see. Should we buy both of those things? I think we should, because these are going to both do really good for us, because that's good. Oh, okay, we'll lock this. Dead goblins, fertilized soil, and we're on 3, so we'll also... Maybe we'll grab that. This generates 1 gold every day, so it's not bad, but it does take a slot up here, and you do have a limited number of them. So I think we are good for this. We should be able to take this whole wave out with just this one guy still, because we're doing extra damage, and we're doing it extra fast. The bow guy is kind of the key to beating that first level. Probably the first time you do it will be with this setup. There's some swamp on that area. Let's get up here, take a quick look at our thing. We do want to buy this, and I'm tempted to buy that, because being able to stand on swamp areas, especially with bow guys, tends to be really good. Like, really good. All right, so let's get that. And I think we will be good there. I know we don't have too much swamp now, but just in case. All right, we can move him here. Okay, now that'll actually get us some areas where we can expand into. What I'm hoping is pops up in here something either like yams. Okay, yams have a really interesting thing because yams spread. And there's also in fact, let's do this because I can kind of show you something really interesting on this one. Because yams are another crop that spreads. And we'll take this yam and we'll move him over here. Now, it needs adjacent fertile ground, so we're going to have to hope we get something to give us a space. But we'll take that. There we go. We should be fine. Again, we should be just fine because of the attack speed and the fact that you penetrate the entire amount all that way. Okay, so on our reroll, I like this. So we're going to grab it. And then we'll buy that one. And then we're going to throw a reroll in there, just in case. What do we got here? Stones can be moved. That sounds kind of good. Ooh. 35 crit and 25 cooldown. That's super worth it. Okay, so these Knifer Gnomes, by the way, the reason that they're not... they struggle with that one is they do really low damage, but they do it a lot very fast, and the boss has a lot of hit points. So you end up not necessarily being able to do much there. All right, we are going to need to put another house down, which is not going to let me afford him, which is a bit of a bummer. So we might take a hit on this one. Hopefully we don't. But we might. Yeah, I don't know if the boosts were actually a good investment. Well, no, because we had that. Look, now we got more money coming in over here. We are looking... Beans can be a good way, can be a good spreader. But I think we're going to try that. Okay, so let's go ahead and we can buy a slot and then we can buy a slot. And you can do that for a few. I don't know what I didn't count what the actual maximum was. All right, so we're going to take you here. And let's go ahead and get another guy out here. And that should actually do it for us for this turn. So we just need to see if there's anything we can do to get our economy jump started. There we go. Most of these little guys, we just absolutely destroy them because we don't have a ton. We don't necessarily need a ton of space. Oh yeah, we can get some. And in our case, at this point, this is like we're just all about making sure that there's this spreading of our crops. Cactuses are amazing. I'm tempted to buy them, especially we will. Okay, so cactuses are amazing, and we won't be able to show you this round, but we'll be able to show you the next round. All right, I think we're going to be good with just those two. Neither of these guys are exploders, so... Oh, there's only one guy. All right, let's go. Now we'll get a little faster there. Okay. So... This is a great example. I'm gonna put a cactus right here. All right. We're gonna spend. Okay, so what happens is everything that passes by this cactus will take 1 point of damage, which doesn't sound like a lot. But oh, I know, man. I know you're up there. There we go. No, because I want them to pass by the cactus. So let's see here. If we do it this way, technically we're fine. Technically. Or that is a very dead dwarf. So let's see. Where can I put another person? If I cover the... Well, no, there we go. If I cover that one, I cover this one. We could probably should pick up another one. So let's take him. He's going to have like some complicated positioning. Not much I can do about that. But let's take him and let's put him right there. And that's I think that's what we're going to do for now. All right, let's go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's great. And this whole area is just going to get overrun. Yeah. All right. Hedges are actually really nice. They do block. They block too. And you can use them to like, instead of using a troop or something else, you can use the like blocks and barrels and things like that to go in and do the, let's see. Oh yeah. Bonk. Oh no, we'll buy a slot just for that. 100%. So bypassing armor on these last couple of waves are it's going to be amazing. That's the best way I can explain it. It will be amazing. Okay, so we need to reroute that guy. There we go. There we go. Okay, we'll start here. And then that guy can come down here. And this guy can take care of that light work right there. And again, it looks distinctly like he might pass away. And he might. So what we could do is we could do something like this. It'll block off some pumpkins from being created. But it's going to also mean that they take like a lot of damage. Oh yeah, there we go. All right. Okay, so if I needed 3 guys, I'm chasing that line. Okay, so that guy would be there. This guy would be here. This guy being here. We should have everything covered. Now, we are on day 11 out of 16, so we kind of want to make sure that we're going to do a little decorating real quick. Right there. And we'll decorate there. That should work right there. Double check our thing because it does reroll each time. We're not super worried about that, though, because we are going to go over here and mash out those. That. You don't have to spend all your money every time. I know I am doing it, but you don't have to. You can actually save. It works fine. All right, let's see. Bamboo. I tried this in 2 different games, and it murdered me instead of them. I couldn't put gnomes anywhere. I didn't have the little dynamite to like clear tiles. If you can't clear tiles, do not ever take bamboo. Oh, it's terrifying. Like I have flashbacks to that game. Makes the ground turn into ice. That seems... Goblins can't turn on ice. Oh, so this just goes straight. Oh, that's funny, actually. Cactus gain experience. Sure. Okay. Our cactus will now learn. Since you're going to learn. No, I moved it to the wrong place. Okay. That would get me murdered. I can guarantee that. Okay, there we go. We can put him there. My poor cactus. My finger slipped and just went to the other one. One of the nice things about our the fact that we're using pumpkins is this all happens without us needing to mess with it. And when these go down, because I'm going to put this person like right there. When these go, if those 3 pumpkins go down, they'll just be back the next turn anyway. All right. Let's go for a reroll. Wow. That's pretty nice. All right. What I'm actually hoping for, and it's kind of bad, is there is we got this. There is a upgrade that allows you to actually make fertile soil yourself. And that means you could just start filling in, and it's cheap too. It's like it costs like 2. So you could literally like just go, okay, I'm just gonna build this thing, and we're gonna have like cactus everywhere. Because that is what I want. And it actually works. That's the word that gets me, is it does work. Let's see. And it is, like I said, it's fairly cheap. This is pretty good, by the way. especially if you have things, if you let them trample your crops, like if you're doing pumpkins that spread, and you can do this, they end up doing a lot of damage. Not enough to get you through a whole thing, but nearby trees, adjacent swamp. Okay, we'll just close that one. Let's see here. Okay, that's going to fill up that area. I would like to get one. I'm going to say 2 more guys. All right. No. Okay. There we go. Oh, no, we took damage. We took damage. That's why I like the hammer, by the way, because you start with 10. And this hammer is going to give you one every day, and you are not capped at 10. So that hammer can put down some real damage. Like super good damage. Okay, we're surrounding it in a very awkward way. Okay, you could be here, I suppose. You're shooting 1 tile. That's not going to happen. Oh, did we have the dynamite in here? No. Right? No. Okay, let's reroll one more time. Hey, there we go. Buy that. And we'll buy that. Oh, hey, look at that. We'll just detonate that. Oh, no, because it's forcing him this way. So we really can't detonate. I could detonate that. No, that didn't help me either. Okay, detonate this, though. That'll help. And we'll take this guy, and we'll put him right here. I think that's going to be the weirdest, best we can do. We do have that up there, so that's going to help us. And we'll just double up over... No, we'll double up over this... over this way. Okay, so this is what I was going to say now. So, like, we're going to go here, and then we can put another cactus. Boom, right there. And you can do these things, like, but also this, since it costs 2. It's like, okay, let's make this fertile. Let's make this fertile. Let's go here. Then we'll go like this. And then that. There we go. And we are out. But now look at, like, our income is huge. We are at the very end of the game, so... But if we can, with massed archers here, I have found. Oh, you can get almost. No, okay. Oh, you were the blocker that was forming. Aha. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so what do we want to build down there? Do we have something? Do we have anything in here that will allow us to build a hedge? Yep, there it goes. All right, let's build this hedge. Now we throw a hedge down. Okay, hold on. Take him out. Now we want to throw this hedge down here. Right there. Okay, and the other guys are only coming in batches, and they're running right across one of our cactus for 3 points, 4 points there. So we'll get him over here. You can be here. And then you can be... We have 2 down there. We have 1 up here. Let's double that. And this guy can actually go... Doesn't really matter if he moves, does it? Maybe. But we can throw a cactus here. And we can take this area. Lamb, got that one. We're on our 15th day, so... And, I mean, we're starting to rack up a lot of pumpkins here. It's not even enough places for the enemy to walk. Oh no, we're taking damage. All right, so the final round is this. Like, this is what I was saying. This is when you're with the knife gnomes and they can only attack 1 thing ever per attack. This is like, whew, it is hard. Okay, let's see. If we do it that way, maybe, hold on. Okay, so if they take the path of least resistance, I wonder if I blow up these 3. If we can detour it. Ooh, it just does not like that at all. Okay. Yeah, it's like, no, I'm not joining with those two. I don't like those guys. I was hoping. Hoping. All right, so what we need in here is we're going to need that for a cactus. He's coming this way, so we're going to do, oops, we're going to do that right there. Then we're going to put one here. So that should start to porcupine him there. All right, so we need one here. I want to make sure we porcupine those guys as much as possible, because there's a ton of other guys down here that are going to be causing havoc to us here real soon. All right, let's get that one. We can get that one. That one and that one. If we do it that way, it doesn't block. Well, yeah, it actually channels more people into one, so that should actually help out there. This is one of the things I like about this game is that you can get into some complicated, like, okay, and then I move this bush over here, and you know, and it doesn't sound like something you're going to be like going, okay, now this, and then this, and then this, and then I can get this. Like, okay, so we can get this. We know that that place isn't as protected as we'd like, so let's throw a cactus over here. And being able to do that, like, level of, okay, we'll get one right there. We have enough to put one more down, but I don't really have a convenient slot for it. All right, let's see if we actually kill the king. Because usually with the archers, I've been able to kill him. The big deal with that has been just doing enough damage to him to actually, like, do so. Okay, let's do that. There we go. That should, in theory, it should work. What are you doing? You're not doing a thing. What are you? Oh, you're blocking that. Oh, so you're kind of important in this scheme, even though you don't get to do any damage. Oh, this may not work. All right, so yeah, but yeah, you get to this 16th wave and there's just a ton of stuff. Let's see. Oh, hold on. Go regular speed here. See all the armor and stuff? Man, it's crazy. They may still take us just through, like, the power of... Oh, yeah, we're not going to make it. We don't have enough damage. We don't have enough damage. Ah! The mini. It actually took me a while to get it the first time. Like, the first time getting through there all the way, it was archer gnomes, but I really had a more convenient layout. Like, the boss was already going through a certain place, a very long route too. So I was able to set up just tons of damage over the course of it. I ended up winning with, like, I want to say 2 hit points. So it was still excruciatingly close. But it was one of those where it was like, okay, it just kind of ended up being a mixture of the archers, if you can get the thing that bypasses armor, or the thing that adds damage for them being by themselves, which I'm pretty sure I had and I didn't take advantage of. And if I had, I might have actually been able to beat that. Come to think of it, I think I did have that relic, and I think I just didn't factor it into my planning, and I could have probably beat it if I did. So, this has been Gnomes. Again, I'm so sorry to the developer if you see this. It literally went into the spam folder. I said this isn't spam, and I had previously checked my promotions folder to see if there was anything in it. There was nothing, of course, because that's kind of normal. And it filed this thing in there, and it literally got lost in my email box twice. I feel so bad because I really like this game and I enjoyed it. That's why I showed it before. That's why I'm showing it again. So, again, if you enjoyed this gameplay, there will be a link to the Steam page in the description. If you enjoyed this video, I do hope you come back for the next one. And most of all, as always, have a great day. Wow, that is a short video for these last couple weeks. Look, it's not even 30 minutes.